I'm very tired of all of the lies. I've been hearing things and, and seeing things on the blogs, and, I'm just tired.
I'm devastated that he's not here, but like I said, my man's is gonna get out. I know he's gonna get home from this. He's going, oh, what? I know he's coming home. That's for a fact. If you're gonna hate on me for being with A.Clary, then hate on me. Be a hater. I'm cool with that. You know how many haters I got? Does it look like it's really phasing me? But I just gotta get this clear. I'm definitely not happy that he's not here. I'm devastated, but I just got a call from him yesterday, so a girl is happy. A girl got a smile on her face. A girl can go out because she know her man's finna come home. Our last conversation that I had with him in Chicago, he inspired me and told me, Bear, just do what you want, do what makes you happy. He told me to continue to pursue my dreams, pursue whatever I want to pursue. And that's really all that I would be able to do.
It's a facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that, you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells.
Exactly.
Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
Exactly.
Okay, first of all, I've always had a fucking phone, so I don't get where people think, oh my gosh, she has a phone. Wow. No, I've always had a phone. Just because my parents put it out there that I don't have a phone, that's them. I don't talk to my parents. I'm not in communication with my parents, and I don't want to talk to my parents. I'm a grown-ass woman, 21, about to be 22. And if I don't want to talk to my parents, I don't have to talk to my parents.
She saw this as an opportunity because she had been trying to get on for so long. Like, she researched him and everything. Was like, Ma, like, he is a musical genius, which I won't lie, I won't take that from him.
But you guys decided if we're here, if we make sure we're with her this whole time, everything's going to be okay.
Correct. We basically had, decided that someone in the family would be present, during, her travels and for the most part. And so, because he did advise to us that he, would definitely mentor her and she would be a mentee. And so we were kind of okay with that. We didn't, honestly, me back looking at it, when all that took place with what was going on prior years ago with him, and I never really was an R.Kelly fan like that, so I really never kept up with it. So to be honest, I didn't know much about it. I heard about it, and I asked him about it, and when I went and researched and Googled it, it wasn't much on there at that time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So walk me through, the first couple months with him. I know at first she was 17, but you guys were making sure you were with, and then what happens when she turns 18?
Okay, so basically, Azriel was 17. She had 3 months to go before she would turn 18, and school was getting ready to start. So he basically had advised us, like, okay, well, school's getting ready to start. I'm going on tour. Like I'm going to be starting a new leg of my new tour. And unfortunately, it would be easier if she just go ahead and tour with me so she could see the whole ins and outs of how the music industry really works. How you have to get up and practice and still, find time to do a show, and you got to study, do all this stuff and make music. So he, basically kind of gave her an ultimatum, like, you either going to go or you're not. That's what it was. And so she looked at us like, I want to do this. And originally I was like, no, you can't do it. I don't care. Not if...
Okay, she said that they were with her all the way until she turned 18. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys. Y'all figure it out with me, honey, because it is a lot. Honey, when I say I got gadgets everywhere, TV on here, laptop here, 2 phones on the couch, and 1 in my hand. We gonna figure this out, because when I'm looking at this, I see some foolery, some lies. You say that you guys were with her until 18. I'm gonna go back and look at it again to make sure this is what I heard, because I watched this one here about 4 times. Okay?
I was like, I want to do this. And originally I was like, no, you can't do it. I don't care. Not if no one can't be there. No, that's not going to be, And so, she gave us ultimatums of what she would do, and, if she was not allowed to go. Of course, being a typical girl, it was other health issues, of course, as well, that took place. And Lifetime left a lot of that information out, which was pertinent information to the story. But however, they kind of gave us an ultimatum. We know in 3 months she would be 18. So with that being said, we let her go. We agreed to it, but she needed to finish school. So she goes on. We're contacting her. There's no problem, no issues. Like, we calling her. We're able to get her on the phone and everything. They kind of gave us an ultimatum. We know in 3 months she would be 18. So with that being said, we let her go. We agreed to it, but she needed to finish school. So she goes on. We're contacting her. There's no problem, no issues. Like, we calling her. We're able to get her on the phone and everything. It seemed like literally a nightmare out of Alma Street, because literally soon as she turned 18, it was like communication started dying and dwindling. Not that we lost complete contact, but we started gradually losing contact. The phone.
Okay.
Lost complete contact, but we started gradually losing contact. The phone calls were like in between, you know, we couldn't get her right away. We had to call him and things of that nature. But she's still doing her schoolwork. You know, she would return our call, but it may be like a day or so later, a few days later, maybe a week. It started getting like that. But then
it was about me getting relationships with my daughter.
Don't paint no picture. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year, because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time. So to believe something like that, so extreme, so bizarre, so outrageous, I just couldn't even fathom my parents believing something as bizarre as that.
Why?
Well, my parents knew where I've always been for 4 years. They know that I've been well taken care of. Parents have actually came to Chicago and seen me a few times. I've talked to them. They stopped answering my calls.
So
But it was too late at that point.
at that point it was too late. She was 18. The rooms, they're locked in rooms. They are sometimes made to stay on the tour bus for 3 days. You know what I mean? They're not able to go to the bathroom and bathe like they should. I mean, all kinds of stuff. They do not have their phones half the time. They can't get on any social media. They can't make phone calls. If they walk into a room or whatever, they have to hold their head down. They cannot address any man.
For my parents saying, oh my God, I want you to be happy. I want my child to be happy. I'm happy with A.Clary, so let me live my fucking life. Let me live my life. First of all, only reason why I was trying on stuff is because it's Joycelyn's birthday and we're out and we're celebrating for her. And literally, even before Robert was locked up, we were going to celebrate anyways. Literally 1 month ago, I was in Florida doing hookah, turning up, living my fucking life. And that's when I was with Robert. Okay? So for people saying, oh, she's held hostage, she can't do this, she can't do that. No, yes, I can. I move at my own pace, though.
Well, the main thing was we as parents, when we found out a lot of stuff that was going on and we had information from out of the phones and from different friends and stuff that gave us information that a lot of that stuff that had transpired when she was 17, we first went to the police. We did contact Polk County Police. We actually contacted the feds first, and it really was not much they could do. So they told us to contact our local agency. So we did. We contacted Polk County Police. They basically said, and to be honest, was that she is now not she was a minor then, but now she's not, so she would have to come forward as a victim. And she has to do it. We as parents could not press charges, or we couldn't file any charges against him because she was no longer a minor. Even with everything that we...
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18.
I have one regret, and that was letting her go. My regret is buying those tickets and letting her go, because I feel like that's my fault. I take full responsibility and full action.
It's like 2020, now that you know what you do know now. As a mother, what would you go back and do differently?
I have one regret, and that was letting her go. My regret is buying those tickets and letting her go.
I want y'all to get this with me, okay? Now, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to get on the other screen and show you about the daughter. Now, the daughter said that her parents got her a hotel, right? But on here is saying that she and Azriel, the mom, was saying Azriel and the sister was in the hotel, saying when the sister was in the hotel, she saw bruises. So she called her parents, right? When she was there, she said she called her parents and said that she had bruises. Okay? I want y'all to follow me on this. So, on the Lifetime with the daughter, Azriel's sister, now she said she didn't say anything to her parents because she was afraid they threw her out on a curb and her parents got her a room. So if all this took place, right? If all of this has taken place, your daughter they come in, she trying to drag Azriel, so it just don't make any sense. So okay, why they throw our daughter on the curb? Let's go and get Azriel. Let's go. Now that's why I'm saying, like, this stuff do not make sense. So if your daughter said it was bruises on your child, so and then y'all playing so educated now. Oh, he's so clever. He put makeup on the girls. He hurt them from there. So if you're, as a mother, because when I changed my kids, pampering everything, I'm investigating everything. Poo nannies, ding dongs, booty cracks. I'm investigating everything on my kids, okay? And even with my daughter, she will have bruises on her. I noticed the bruises. Because I'm a nosy one. If it was makeup on there and y'all was trying to look at stuff, when that makeup rub on your fingers, there was some good damn makeup. So I'm just saying, you guys, this doesn't make sense. Even if that daughter saying that, your daughter saying that she saw bruises, you should believe your daughter, right? If your oldest daughter said that she saw bruises, you're gonna believe your daughter. I don't care what nobody say. I don't dollar. So they can play. They talking about Elvis and R. Kelly is different. Yeah, you know the difference. They told K. Michelle R. Kelly and Elvis Presley is different. Yes, it is a different. He's a white man. Let me play this here.
Hotel rooms, with a bed in there and a dresser, and it was different young ladies in each room. Our daughter Isis had actually told us on the phone that when her and Azriel was in the hotel, you can see into the bathroom. It's clear. And she said she saw bruises all over Azriel's body. So I told my husband, yes, we're flying up there, like, book us a ticket. It was no more tickets for that day, so we came the next day. My husband actually was like, we need to see your body.
Yeah,
we strip right now as soon as we see you.
I was like, I need to see your body.
We need to see if you have bruises.
And what we did not know is he do his own makeup on the girls to cover their bruises.
We found this out.
Okay, I had to pause it. This is another example that's showing you guys to read between the lines here and why they were consistent and, on not bringing their daughter home. And you can see all these different lies from we couldn't see our daughter. She was held hostage. She was kidnapped. You guys were allegedly flying back and forth trying to pitch a business deal with Robert. And allegedly it was the sex toy with his music playing on a deal door. And that was one deal. He looked at you guys side-eye and you guys kept coming with your trying to pitch these business deals to him, and he didn't want to go for it. So once he was saying no to you guys, it ticked you off and he stopped answering those calls with you guys, but you were allowed to communicate with your daughter. So the lies needs to stop, because if she was kidnapped or she was done wrong, abused, anything, you guys been out there several times, you would have taken her home, but you guys kept her there to finish the plot and scheme to blackmail Robert Sylvester Kelly. So now he's a makeup artist now. He's doing makeup on the women's. They just raised her arm. They didn't check her whole body, but they claim that they checked her whole body. So just a lot of back and forth here. That doesn't make any sense. And I hope that these prosecutors look into this a little more and see the foolery and the BS and the blackmail and the scheming that they place up on Robert Sylvester Kelly. So I'm sorry. I'm not convinced.
He knew we was coming. He must have put makeup on Azriel, and that's why she was coming to the shows.
But she showed us her arms and stuff, like we didn't look here, and then we found out later from other inside people that normally.
Wait a minute, you didn't look all over her body, Mama. You didn't say, "Come on, baby, I'm concerned," and come in this bathroom with me, sweetie. I'm not gonna, let Daddy sit out here. Come on, sweetie. So you didn't you didn't have her to show, we concerned about you, baby. Your sister, I feel like your sister's not going to lie. Like, sweetheart, let's go another route with this. It's sounding a little too dangerous here. We did it by your rules, and, we want the best for you. I need to see your body. I love you, sweetheart, and I want what's best for you. Let me see your body.
He don't bruise them up on their face or their arms, on their side, or on their butt. And my daughter had said it was bruises all over her. But when we asked her to show, we didn't see anything, so we thought nothing of it.
We told her, like, basically, for you to do anything else with him, she cannot be with him by herself. She was flying back and forth to different cities, but one of us was always in attendance, either myself, my husband, my son, or my oldest daughter, Isis.
Stuff in. I just realized now. First they said they stripped her. They stripped her to check and see if she had some bruises, and then they said they just pulled up her sleeve. Now which one is it? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all confusing me. Hell, y'all confusing me. Shit got me thinking I'm damn crazy. Hell. I'm really think I'm just hearing shit. Y'all just tell me. Tell me if I'm hearing stuff, because these people got me going crazy. I want y'all to follow me down the yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz of fiction, stories of lies, and you just pay attention. Just listen real good.
This woman. She was like, no, you just have to call him and let him know where you're going. I'm not gonna keep picking up the phone and calling R. Kelly. He ain't my daddy. My daddy's in Florida. When I woke up in the morning, she wasn't there. So I was like, okay, he must have came and got her. I was calling Azriel, no answer. I know where the studio is. I walked to the studio and I walked in. R. Kelly's nephew was there. He said, oh, they left. And I was like, they left? He was like, yeah. And I was like, why? Where's my sister? Like, I don't know why you believe in my sister. I'm here. So I started yelling and I started cussing. I was like, somebody did bring my sister out here. And my sister came out and she was like, what's wrong? What's going on? I was like, we're leaving. Like, let's go. I started dragging my sister out of the studio. And then R. Kelly's pulling my sister too, and I'm pulling her too. I'm telling R. Kelly, I'm going to call the police and tell them you kidnapped my sister. Period.
So you guys think that Robert's gonna mess up his life by dragging somebody's freaking sister, and the sister's pulling, and they doing the tug of war? Do y'all think this man gonna risk himself like that? That's what I'm saying. It's like common sense. And then what person already got these allegations over his head and people still feel like he this type of person that's gonna do something stupid like that? Like, I mean, come on, people. She back and forth. Now she said, I'm gonna call the police. So why you didn't call the police? You told Robert you was gonna call the police, right? Then she told Robert she was gonna call the police. Okay, now read this here. Now, they said the sister called the police, who are unable to verify that Azriel is being held against her will. So let me finish so y'all can see where I'm getting at.
They pinned me down, carried me out. They pulled up in the back of an alley at McDonald's. I was shoved out, didn't know where I was, and it was like, if you say anything, your sister won't make it out alive, or your family.
Called back home. She was like, nah, Az and them, she want to be up here, but we need to leave.
My parents, they had to give me another room because I told them I didn't feel safe, but they didn't know what was going on. Because they said, don't mention anything about it, or your sister won't make it out alive.
So your parents didn't know that this situation
had happened? No, I didn't tell them.
The phone call took me that like something happened. So me and him flew up the next day.
Once we flew to Chicago, we talked to A.Clary, and he explained everything that was going on. It wasn't like our oldest daughter, Isis, thought, as Riella assured us, Dad, it wasn't like that, I promise you.
Even Isis downplayed it once we got there, like, it wasn't that serious. Maybe I just was over the top with it.
Okay, maybe this, my daughter overreacted, We all got eyes on them now, so we feeling safe that she...
Okay. So,
can't go without having somebody with her. So if somebody could be with her, we fine.
So R. Kelly said that he would actually have someone from the record label be a guardian over her, that we could talk to make sure she's, doing her schooling, that whenever she need to get home for something, she would get home. Whatever the case may be, it would be a female. So that's what we had agreed to. And we actually signed it.
Your daughter was thrown out. Your daughter said that she don't feel safe. She need another room. Your daughter called you and it didn't sound like something was right. So you guys fly out there, right? But you still didn't take your kids home. You tried to keep them there for your plot and your plan. So I'm not understanding as a parent, if you keep going back and forth because of a situation, why keep your daughter in a situation where you claiming to be flying back and forth because you're hearing problem? The first time I heard a problem, okay, there's no second chances here. Let's go. Let's pack our bags. Okay, daughter was thrown out in the back of an alley. I know they have cameras in the back of McDonald's alley. So where's the surveillance camera showing that she was thrown out?
I mean, it gave me awareness, but you talking about a young lady that's raised by two parents going through. So you're saying you trusted her? I didn't trust him.
Okay. Now, if you didn't trust him, okay, if you didn't trust him, what the hell? You didn't trust him, but you trust your... So I need someone to explain to me how the RICO charge came into play, how the kidnapping came into play here, and sex with a minor come into play here. Explain that to me. Racketeering? How does racketeering come into play here? They have pieced together so much stuff, and tell me what freaking enterprise, this man has, because at the same time, as an artist, you're going to have people to work for you. You're going to have people to run errands for you. You're going to have people to do your finances for you and handle your business for you. Okay? And this parent here, her parent gave permission for her to travel to learn the business as well as set up Robert Sylvester Kelly. Things are unfolding here. I've been having this here set aside since 2009, the beginning of this Lifetime mess, and I had to sit to the side. But as things unfold, we see more and more and more crazy, twisted lies.
We found out later on that she works for R. Kelly.
But at the time you signed this, you thought she was...
He told us it was someone affiliated with the music label.
From Sony.
Okay.
Correct.
So you thought she would be a chaperone.
Correct.
For your daughter.
That's what she was supposed to be.
Okay.
And we found out later there was no truth in that.
I think it was...
Yes, Mr. Clary, you trusted her to go in and do those pictures, try to push up on him and plant some evidence so y'all can be able to go in and sue this man or blackmail this man because you heard it through the grapevine. It was easy. But this time here, it didn't work. 2019, it didn't work. Everybody went into this man's life and they tried to plot and scheme, extortion. They tried to blackmail him and they got away with it. But this time it didn't work for you guys. So you worked out a different plan. So the outcome for 2020 is different. Somebody help me.
Heard that their daughter tried to leave twice and she was brought back twice. That also concerns them. As for Valerie Payton, the woman that we mentioned, the Clary said they've never met her, and CBS News has not been able to confirm what her involvement was with Azriel Clary. So there's a...
Okay. How the hell you sign your child over to a chaperone and give guardianship to someone you never met? I don't understand it. And then you guys wrote it on some paper. Good grief. But y'all say y'all smart. Y'all say y'all smart.
And we found out later there was no truth in that.
I think in retrospect, many of these parents were too trusting.
Michael Avenatti is representing the Clarys. He claims the Clarys signed...
So he said the parents were too trusted as hell. Was your client too trusted in your ass stealing their money? You need to shut the hell up. Whatever you call your damn self. Sound like a Illuminati man. That's a Illuminati man, y'all. Let me see. I don't even want to hear him in his damn interview. But yeah, honey, there's some stuff, honey. Woo, goodness gracious, a lot.
Before Azriel turned 18, the Clarys signed a letter giving their consent for her to go on Kelly's tour and stay with a woman named Valerie Janice Payton. Who is Valerie Payton?
It ain't R. Kelly. It's not Robert Kelly.
But does she work with...
Okay, now this all I wanted to hear you say. It was R. Kelly. You didn't sign a... That's what I want to hear. Like, you didn't sign her over to R. Kelly. You didn't sign her over to him. You signed her over to someone else. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this right here. I'm not an attorney. But when she crossed that state line, signed over to another person. They allowed her to go there to pursue her career, right? He said it wasn't R. Kelly, so you guys didn't leave her, sign him over to her. So therefore, if anything did take place with them, by law, she was legal. You know, by law, she was legal in Chicago. Okay? So he wasn't her per her guardian. Y'all didn't sign guardianship over to Robert, because if you sign guardianship over to Robert himself physically, then 18 is the the age of consent. So 17 is the consent. He wasn't her legal guardian. So I don't know. You guys need to come on and stop this right here. Your deal didn't go through with him, so you PO'd and stuff like that. Now the other father, I'm about to get at you in a little bit, because I've been looking at some things on you as well, and I see why your daughter not gonna go back home, because you ruined your daughter's name, and I'm talking about Jocelyn. So, but these parents really.
Rejected.
All of the few months that they were dealing with him, when they say few months, so that means 3 months, right? A couple means 2. They said the few months they were dealing with him, it was actually things were cool. So I just feel like shit went downhill when he turned y'all goddamn deals down. That's why y'all up here trying to have all these reality shows, these reality shows all in the family and stuff. I don't know what to say, y'all. And so I'm trying to. I think in the video I said something about the woman met his assistant through her boutique shop. So here, I don't even know which one it is. See, that's what I'm saying. I get these MFs mixed up, so I have to go back and just look again and make sure. But it's a lot of videos I'm looking through. But if I can recall, I think it was Clary's parents who own the boutique shop. Y'all put that down at the bottom, because hell, it's so much goddamn to remember. I'm out of paper. I'm telling you, I'm out of paper. But do that make sense to you guys? Like, let me push it, let me push it, and let's keep looking at it.
The lies! There you go, this bitch. Israel and I arranged for me to go to Chicago, and I was supposed to stay for about a month or 2. But when I got out there, it wasn't what Israel made it to be, nor him, R.Kelly. Some driver picked me up. We went to the studio, and we sitting in there. He making music. He spoke to me. Hey, Isis. It was cool at first, but Azrael made it to be like
he in the studio making music. Okay.
We couldn't do nothing. She couldn't walk out the room without calling R. Kelly.
Of course.
About what R. Kelly wanted.
Okay. Let me get my remote.
Finally,
shit.
I went and walked out to go get me something to eat.
He didn't let you go nowhere, but you walked out and got you something to eat.
You have to come back. R. Kelly's gonna get us. Get us? No, he's not gonna get us, because I'm a grown-ass woman. She was like, no, you just have to call him and let him know where you're going. I'm not gonna keep picking up the phone and calling R. Kelly. He ain't my daddy.
This is R. Kelly. And, I mean, even with a normal person, okay, you're not going to be going in and out of a person's home like that. I'm pretty sure he has to keep a tight security at his house, his property, wherever he's at. It's tight security. You see here, they had to get the military, to keep him off of him. So at the same time, sissy, you can't just go and run in and out this man's place of living or place of business and not notifying him that you leaving out. You know, somebody might need to walk you to the door, make sure you get back in, making sure nobody got you, you know, standing behind you to break in, you know, and stuff like that. The man has to protect himself. And also, you're under his care. So if you're out there doing God knows what, yeah, you grown, but the first person, what they gonna do? They gonna blame Robert Sylvester Kelly, and we're gonna sue him because we let them stay with him, and so we're gonna sue him because she left out of there. He didn't try to stop her from going out there and getting hurt, and you know, with things like that. So you have to respect somebody's place of living. You have to be able to respect that.
In the eye.
Okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, and he's a manipulative liar.
In the eye.
Okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, and he's a manipulative liar. No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17. No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17. No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17. Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait, was encourage you to do sexual videos with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
Encourage you to do sexual videos with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
I'm hearing, to be honest with you, that your parents are trying to get money from R. Kelly.
Okay.
Because your father told a very different story to me last night.
Yeah, he's the manipulative. He's very manipulative, so he's the one you need to watch out for. He's the manipulative. He's very manipulative, so he's the one you need to watch out for. But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azra, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing
against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now.
Right.
And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Right.
But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azra, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing some facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that, you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells.
Exactly.
Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
Exactly.
But Jocelyn and Azrael, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now.
Right.
And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Right.
But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azra, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing some facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be, all because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells.
Exactly.
Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
Exactly.
But Joycelyn and Azrael, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now.
Right.
And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Right.
You say that she convinced you to allow her
Correct.
to
That's
go on
exactly.
tour with him.
Correct. During the summertime, this was April,
Yeah.
during the summer, she was actually flying out to different concerts because he did present like, oh, let her see the behind the scenes, this sort of thing. Let her travel and see what it's like.
She was never alone while she was going back and forth.
She went on a few times by herself because we trusted her. And then we've met different people in the camp that are, especially a lot of females he had working with him, that also entrusted that, oh, she's in good hands, you know, everything is about her music. Everything is good. So we entrusted our daughter with them because there's a bunch of them that said
All women now.
So a lot of women on R. Kelly's team assured you she's okay, we're taking good care of her.
No, but there's the only motherfucker who probably knows.
Right.
Because he kept all of them away. So that's why with them saying, speaking up for him, nobody really knew Kelly but him and his own. Because Kelly ain't allowed none of them around. Like right now, my daughter, he don't allow none of them around. That's all lies. Them niggas sitting around like they around my daughter. That nigga don't play that right now.
Too. This is exactly why I don't post on social media, because people are going to say what they want. People are going to take whatever they want and turn it into whatever they want. But at the end of the day, let it be known that I am definitely in love with Robert fucking Kelly. R. Kelly. Yes, that is mine. Okay? And I could give a damn about what anybody say. Like, I'm so heated right now. Like, I don't give a fuck. Do I feel good? I kind of...
She don't give a fuck. How many times is she gonna let us know she don't give a fuck?
do. I ain't even gonna cap, because you know what? You know what? Rob has been lying to all of y'all.
You've been lying to us. She said Rob has been lying to all of us. Who did the interview with Gail King? You or Rob? See, this is why it's hard to trust women. You were engaged in it. You were right there saying it. Now you want to come out and say this person was lying to y'all. It's like what happens with women when they get in a relationship and they'll argue you down and tell them that they man good. Soon as they break up with him, they'll tell you that, nah, he wasn't shit the whole time. Wait a minute, what? You the one that told us this nigga was worth a fuck. We were trying to tell you the nigga wasn't shit. He good to me. I don't know why y'all don't like him. Soon as they break up, all he did was beat me and cheat. Well, bitch, you argued with me that he was a good dude. So I don't want to hear anything else.
And that's the sad part about it. That is the sad fucking part about it. He been lying to all y'all asses. And he had people like me lying for him.
Lying for him? You mean people like you who are benefiting off of him? Somebody tell me. We need more likes in here. Y'all, we need at least 2,000 likes. Come on, if you're watching the damn show, click the like. Why the fuck are you here watching if you don't like it? But serious business. Lying for him. Would you be lying for him if he was broke? Have you noticed the Me Too movement has nothing to do with broke niggas? You whistle at a chick with a fat ass or grab her ass when she walk by and you a broke nigga, she will never call the police. You tell a bitch right now, let a nigga get that pussy. You be broke, she'll just say, fuck you, old broke ass nigga. But you got some money, now all of a sudden, because R. Kelly wouldn't be able to fuck them chicks if he didn't have any money. Can I get a Finax in the chat? If R. Kelly didn't have money, he wouldn't be able to fuck them chicks. I said it before and I say it again. I fucked more chicks in their 20s while I've been in my 40s than I did when I was in my 20s. It is what it is. You got to understand that's life. Just like a woman with a big ass knows she get more attention than a woman without. Why is it that we try not to accept what life is? Most men understand. I'm an ugly motherfucker, but I got some money. That gives me a little bit of pull. That gives me a little bit of sway. I accept my face. I walk past a mirror every day. I try to avoid that bitch. I brush my teeth like this. I don't want to see that motherfucker, but I know what it is when I see it. So I get it. I want some pussy, you want some money. Let's make a deal, bitch. Let's make a deal. We don't get mad about that shit. We make the deal. It's the same thing I did when I went to the Cadillac place. I made a deal. I had good credit. They had good cars. Let's talk. Fellas, tell them if I'm lying or not. We make a deal. I'm all right with it. We understand our position. We make a deal. You need somewhere to stay? You broke? You fuck a fat bitch. Somebody tell me if I'm lying. Just fuck a fat bitch that's a CNA or some shit like that. Fuck a fat bitch that's got a good office job and she'll let you stay there. Hopefully you can get your money stacked up and leave. But while you there, you gonna eat that fat bitch pussy. You gonna take out the trash here and there and again. It's what you do. We accept it. When I worked at IBM, I knew I wanted to move up in the company. There was an old bitch up there told me she was the one who was, I had to move up. I had to fuck this old bitch. I fucked that old bitch and I ain't never told no story about how she used me. Oh, I was her subordinate. Fuck the shit out that old bitch. Got my damn advancement and I was proud of it. Now you moving up in the company real fast. Hell, I'm moving up in the manager. I'm not gonna tell on that shit. Fuck, I look like telling. I did what I had to do. I might not be proud of it, but it got me to where I'm at.
And if I don't choose to see you, maybe it's the reason I don't see you. Maybe it's because you a snitch. Maybe because you're a liar. Maybe it's because you said some foul ass shit about me that wasn't even true. Did you ever think of that? At the end of the day, I'm happy with Robert. He's the love of my life, and I'm always going to support him and be by his side. I don't need no money. I don't need my parents to buy me no apartment because I got my own. Okay, I'm eating good. I'm not missing no meals. Don't worry about me. Keep my name out your mouth if it's not nothing good to say. Like, I'm so fucking done. The reason why I'm not even on social media is because people always twist everything that I say and I post. So why would I be on social media? I literally just posted literally one day and it's gotten all over the shade room. Like, are you serious? That's mind-blowing. And then people wonder why I'm not on social media. People wonder why Joycelyn's not on social media. We have the right. If we don't want to be on social media, we don't have to. Look at how everybody twists our shit. And his lawyers are going to prove that he's innocent. I mean, FBI came with the same charges. Homeland Security came with the same fucking charges. Racketeering, child pornography. Like, damn, I thought y'all was the smart ones. But y'all still doing the same shit, the same 2008 trial that he was acquitted on. But okay, you're the smart ones. Okay, great. Just keep doing your job. But Robert, that's my baby. And I'm going to always be by his side because I love him. And when you find somebody that you love, you're going to love them unconditionally and that you're going to be loyal to them. And that's not called being brainwashed, baby. That's loyalty. Okay, maybe you need to learn what loyalty is. So I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be at court. And look, I'm going to be staring at the back of his head so hard because I'm going to be like, oh boy, I can't wait for you to get home. I can't wait for you to get home, because at the end of the day, I love him. That's who I love. So I'm 21, about to be 22. Like I said, if I fall in love with somebody, I fall in love with somebody. If I fall in love with a drug dealer, if I fall in love with a crackhead, if I fall in love with an 80-year-old fucking woman, I have the right to. Leave me the fuck alone and let me live my life. Let me be happy. Can I breathe without you worrying about me? Like, worry about your own bills, worry about your own kids, worry about your own household, because I am good. Please leave me the fuck alone, and fuck you with the sandpaper dick for whoever put my story on the shade room. Fuck you. So like I said, we out here celebrating Joycelyn's birthday. All of this was for the cause. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Joycelyn. I love you so much. And this is what I plan to do with Robert before he was locked up. So it's no different that we're going to do it, of course.
And the Clarys say they actually developed a professional relationship with R. Kelly over the next few months, even pitching various business deals, all of which he rejected.
Feel about As, I'm gonna say AC, with what she did. Do you think that was I ain't gonna say do you think, I know it's a setup. How you feel about that? I know that she Joy was going in there. Somebody told As that Joy was going in there to get the rest of her things and Robert things out. As had already moved out of the home. So she moved out. So why would she go back in there? Because, unless she was trying to get that stuff done for her documentary. So
that was Shabazz. They was shooting. They was gonna put cameras up all over the fucking place and try to catch Joycelyn up on one of them phone calls with Rob and all that kind of shit.
Wow.
But that's all it was. That was in there setting that shit up, and Joycelyn walked in on it, and you saw the result of that. But Azriel ain't doing nothing now that she's out. Ain't got no participants in there. Alpha tried to extort the man out of money at the joint, and when she was put to go visit him one day. I mean, it was a witness that witnessed that shit. I got first-hand account on that. She tried to extort him out of some fucking money. He got up and walked away from her ass. She flew her ass out to motherfucking California, met with Shabazz. He promised this, promised her that. Every night she doing photo shoots, she get all this sympathy fucking bullshit. You know, and I refused in the beginning. Listen, I was on the first page telling them, send their motherfucking asses home. Right? To me, they ain't doing nothing but living up to what the fuck they were sitting there to do in the first place.
So you think Joy doing that too?
I can't say that because she ain't done it yet. I mean, I'm actually, I'm not surprised at all that she has it, because Joy has the personality of somebody that's a loyal person. Now, I could be wrong 5 years from now. I hate to be wrong a year from now. But she just has, you can look at her and say, okay, she's a more subtle, calm, introverted person that's not going to put everything out and going to be quiet. She's not going to roll with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to do that. Literally. But Azriel always had this reckless fucking abandonment shit going on with her. From back in the day, committing suicide, to being rebelling against her family, to all of the shit that you look at and listen to it. The truth about Azriel is already out there. And on the times that I witnessed certain things, it was like, damn, she's reckless as hell. But Rob kept her around. Whatever. So nobody.
Well, let me be nosy. Let me be nosy now, because see, I already been peeping game and looking into it. What kind of action you saw with her attitude there? She was a me thing when she was trying to run stuff up in there, right?
Stop saying girlfriend, his women friends. They were just people that was working for him. Do he got some older woman up in the house?
Okay, let me explain this to half the world who has no clue of what it feels like to be with a celebrity, an A-list celebrity. You can't do normal shit. They were always considered his guests. I mean, they was his guests. And why he chose to come there, I don't know. I never asked him that question, so I can't even give you an answer to it. But that's what everybody referred to him as his guest. I mean, when they would come into the gym, he would say, can you get a couple chairs for Rob's guest? When they would go get some, can you go pick up go get the food from the door for Rob's guest? That's how he was always referred to. And you got to realize, Rob had a very, very, very traumatizing childhood. His first girlfriend being killed, pushed into the lake, drowned in front of him. He couldn't do nothing. He wasn't the most attractive kid coming up, and all of the insecurity issues. So, I'm saying he looked at women and treated women differently once he got into the position, because he saw how women were targeted. So he protected them. So as far as Azriel and Joycelyn goes, the few things that I witnessed about Azriel is that she was always over the top. Just like the one that had the energy that was just like, however people want to perceive her, I'm sure 10% of their perception is right.
Was she outspoken? Was she outspoken up in there? I could just see her. That's why I said I felt like she's a feisty one. So she wasn't quiet up in there, was she? She wasn't quiet. She was.
Feisty is the best word to use for it. Feisty is the best word to use for it.
Yeah, she was in there trying to run shit.
Where it was like, to me, annoying. But I didn't have to deal with that shit. That's his thing. So, but I think that she was sent in, and I'm sorry, I was fake, I know, because there was some deal that the family of Azriel's father, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Mr. Clary, Angelo Clary wanted to do with some dildos and some sex toys and some other shit, and the wife too, and they brought the shit down there to him and wanted him to put his name. They wanted him to do a series of sex toys, and this one they wanted to. I guess when it vibrated, they sang his song would play in the background, his voice would be in the background of it, whatever. So he turned them down. I mean, his joke was it wasn't big enough. That's what his joke was, but whatever. He turned them down, stopped taking their calls because, he got sick of them always putting, deals on the table. I mean, so they signed Azriel. I got the papers directly from Angelo himself when he was trying to call a truce. They get them all together. But Angelo fucked that up because he wanted Rob to produce records so his wife could manage him and all this whole other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what happened was, I think they just got in there and fell in love with that lifestyle. I mean, with R. Kelly, you can't act like a normal chick when you with him. I mean, there's rules. It's his house. You gotta live by his rules. If you stand in anybody's house, you gotta live by their fucking rules. And some of the rules are you can't go in that room because that's what my new studio is or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? At a certain time, I like this. At a certain time, I like that. They wouldn't pay us for shit. We was flying them all over the world, clothing them, bathing them, doing everything for them. So, I mean, he had rules established just like I had to follow fucking rules. Certain things I couldn't do, couldn't say, whatever. That's the rules of his shit. If I didn't like the rules, then get the fuck on. Real simple. I would have left him, moved on.
Well, I mean, when you're a celebrity, you just can't come in and live no normal life. That's what a lot of these women that's not used to the celebrities and the riches and fame, they feel like it's supposed to be a normal life, but you have to be protected. You can't let people run in and out your door and house. I wish he was been a little more protective.
First of all, do you understand how many celebrity girlfriends have been snatched up and held ransom and all that kind of shit?
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
That's what I'm saying.
The lies and the lies and the lies. And I think when Azriel, they got her into his life, Azriel loved that life because he was doing her nice and treating her sweet, and she was enjoying all the limelight. And she said, hell with mom and daddy, because mom and daddy couldn't control her. And then all hell broke loose because everybody trying to get something out this man, out Robert, and then all hell break loose. He gets arrested. So now I got to do something different. So now the story changed up. Everybody sitting up trying to sit down and plot a different story because everything done changed up. This is what I see.
The first thing that they wanted was Rob to produce some music for Azriel. So she had to sing it back. And so the Joyce, they both they sang. I mean, I got videos of them both singing, and Joyce used to sing at her little family's, I want to say burlesque shows because they had all these, they had the little,
you're right, Yolanda's smart too.
The sex shop with some sex clothes and shit, lingerie, and they would throw these events, and Joyce would always do the performing in panties and bras and shit. But anyway, they both were targeted because, every parent thinks that their fucking child can sing like, a queen or whatever, like Whitney Houston or some shit. And maybe they could sing, but in Rob's eyes, they didn't have the talent that would push him to work for him. You know what I mean? And that's all point blank all it was. Because I asked him, I said, Rob, when Angelo asked me, he's like, Don, see if you can just get him to produce a record on this shit. We'll drop everything and call it a day, and we'll say the reason why, we fell off, he was keeping them away from us because he was producing their music and he didn't want them to have no distractions. That's Angelo's story. That's what he wanted us to come up with. And I said, Rob, well, actually, it makes sense because he produced the record. I mean, he said, man, they can't sing for shit. I had him in the studio trying to do shit with him. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, if he tried to do that with him and they can't sing, then what more can he do? He ain't gonna make him no fucking celebrity. He's R. Kelly. He don't do that no more. So,
help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart. Because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them. Here, the explanation. You can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity just like that. All you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so-and-so did this to me. R. Kelly did this to me. And if you get any traction from that, if you're able to write a book from that, if you're able to get a reality show, then any girl that I had a relationship in the past that it just didn't work out, she can come and say the same exact thing.
This is exactly what happened with Robert when it was time for Joy to visit. Azriel allegedly went into the visitation and told Robert no, with her controlling tail, allegedly. But as we can see that this young lady is controlling and it's her way or no way. So When she received the answer no, that upset her. So she decided to walk out and retaliate. But from Don Russell, she tried to extort him out some money and he walked away from her. And so that could be the reason why she's doing what she's doing, allegedly. We see things, we see all these different actions from her, and a lot of people are opening their eyes and they see that a lot of this stuff is a bunch of foolery.
So nobody's allowed to be mad at me and be scorned and lie on me. I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.